so now we are at our third video, which is on long division with remainder. So long division with remainder is actually the same as the other two that we've done. So with renaming and without renaming, it is the exact same steps. The only thing is, now there's a remainder. Do you remember what are the 5 steps for long division? Okay, so just to refresh your memory, so the 5 steps of long division are to divide, multiply, subtract, bring down, and to do it again, which is go back to the start again. So, let's have 76 divided by 6. Do you remember how to do long division? So first, we use the number that is closest to 6 to start. So, in our tens and our ones, we use our tens first. 7 divided by 6. Oh, but 7 cannot divide by 6. So, what should I do? Okay, I will first list out my multiplication tables of 6. Do you remember the multiplication tables of 6? Okay, so it's 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, and I'll stop here for now. So, which number is smaller than 7, but the closest to 7 that can divide by 6? So the only answer is 6, because 12 is already greater than 7. So I have to use 6 divided by 6, which gives me 1. So remember, when we do our first step, we always start from the top and then we work our way to the bottom. So, second step, multiply. 6 times 1 is 6. Third step, subtract. 7 minus 6 is 1. Fourth step, bring it down. And fifth step, do it again. So I start from divide again. Now, I have 16 left. 16 divide by 6. Can 16 divide by 6? Let's look at our multiplication table of 6. Does 16 appear here? No. So I need to find a number that is smaller than 16, but the closest to 16 that can divide by 6. Is 6 the closest number to 16 that can divide by 6? No, it should be 12. What is 12 divided by 6? 2. Since we are working with our ones now, we put it in our ones column. 6 times 2 is 12. So we are at the second step. 12. Now my third step is to subtract. 16 minus 12 is 4. Do I have anything else to bring down? No, because I'm already at my ones column. So if you notice, in the questions that we did previously, the number is always 0. But in this case, we have a 4. So what do we call this? This is called our remainder. Do you remember what the number at the top is called? It is called the quotient. So, how should I write my answer for this question? 76 divided by 6 is 12. Remainder 4. So the short form for remainder, I put an R. 4. But I read this as remainder. So if I read it together, 76 divided by 6 is 12 remainder 4. Now, let's try a different question. Now I want to find 59 divided by 2. I start with my 5 first. Can 5 divide by 2? No. So I need to list my multiplication tables of 2. So I do this at the side. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I can stop here for now. So, which number is the closest to 5, which is smaller than 5 and can divide by 2? It should be 4. What is 4 divided by 2? 2. So I put it at the top. 2. Second step, I multiply. 2 times 2 is 4. I work my way downwards. I put it 4. Next, I subtract. 5 minus 4 is 1. Fourth step, I bring it down. So I bring my 9 down. And then I do it again. Can 19 divide by 2? No, because 19 is an odd number. So I know that 19 cannot divide by 2. I haven't reached 19 in my multiplication tables of 2 yet. So let's continue. After 12, I have 14, 16, 18, 20. Which number is smaller than 19 but the closest to 19 that can divide by 2? So 19 is in between 18 and 20, so it should be 18. What is 18 divided by 2? It should be 9. 9 times 2 gives me 18. So now I need to subtract. And I get 1. I have no other digits to bring down, so this is my final answer. So, when I write my equation, 59 divided by 2 is 29, remainder 1. So my quotient is 29, my remainder is 1. So if you notice, the steps to do long division is exactly the same as when your remainder is 0. The only difference is now the number at the bottom is not 0 anymore, but the steps are exactly the same. Let's try some 3-digit numbers. $137 divided by 7. Can I take 1 divided by 7? No, because 1 is smaller than 7. And so, do I have any number that is smaller than 1 that can divide by 7? No, which means that I need to put a 0 here. 7 times 0 is 0. And then now I need to subtract. I get 1. After that, I need to bring it down. And now I have 13. Can 13 divide by 7? I'm not very sure. So let's list my multiplication tables of 7 at the side. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. Okay, I think I can stop here for now. So which number is smaller than 13 but the closest to 13 that can divide by 7? Can I choose 14? No, because 14 is larger than 13. So, which means that I have to choose 7. What is 7 divided by 7? It is 1. Okay, now second step, multiply. 7 times 1 is 7. And next, subtract. What is 13 minus 7? 6. Next step, bring it down. Okay, and I do it again. I go back to divide. 67 divided by 7. Oh, this number is really big. I'm not sure what is 67 divided by 7. So let's continue listing my multiplication tables of 7. After 35, I have 42, 49, 56, 63, 70. So which number is smaller than 67 but the closest to 67 that can divide by 7? So it's 63. What is 63 divided by 7? 9. So 7 times 9 is 63. Next I need to subtract it, which gives me 4. I have no other number to bring down, so I know I can stop here. So 137 divided by 7 is 19 remainder 4. My quotient is 19. My remainder is 4. Let's try one more three-digit number, sorry. Let's do 309 divided by 8. First step, divide. I take the number that's closest to 8, 3. 3 can't divide by 8 because 3 is smaller than 8, which means that there is no other number smaller than 3 that can divide by 8. So I will put a 0. Multiply 8 by 0, which gives me 0. Next step, subtract. And then next step, bring it down. Can 30 divide by 8? I'm not too sure. Let's list the multiplication tables of 8. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48. Okay, I think these are enough numbers for now. Now, I need to find a number that is smaller than 30 but the closest to 30 that can divide by 8. I cannot pick 32 because 32 is larger than 30, so I have to pick the number before that, which is 24. What is 24 divided by 8? Okay, 24 divided by 8 is 3. So 8 times 3 is 24. So I need to subtract. And I get 6. After subtract, I bring the next number down. Okay, now I have 69. I do it again. I divide 69 by 8. I'm not too sure if 69 can be divided by 8. So let's list more numbers in my multiplication tables of 8. After 48, I have 56. And then I have 64. And then I have 72. Which number is smaller than 69, but the closest to 69 that can be divided by 8? So it is 64. What is 64 divided by 8? It is 8. So I put my 8 at the top. Next, 8 times 8 is 64. Now I need to subtract. I get 5. Do I have any other number to bring down? No, because I'm already done with my ones column, which means that 309 divided by 8 is 38, remainder 5. 38 is my quotient, my remainder is 5. Now it is your turn to try some questions by yourself. So, can you try these questions by yourself? And then you can come back and check the answers later. Okay, now let's check our answers. 86 divided by 3. Let's do this quickly as we already know the steps. 8 divided by 3. Okay, I list my multiplication tables of 3 first. The closest number to 8 that is smaller than 8 and can divide by 3 is 6. 6 divided by 3, 2. 3 times 2 is 6. So I subtract, I get 2. I bring down my 6. Okay, I'm not too sure what number to divide by 3. So let's continue my multiplication table of 3. Number that is smaller than 26 but closest to 26 and can divide by 3 is 24. I know 24 divided by 3 is 8. 3 times 8. So my quotient is 28, my remainder is 2. Okay, let's look at the next question. 162 divided by 4. I know that 1 is smaller than 4, which means there is no other number smaller than 1 that can divide by 4. So I will put 0. 4 times 0 is still 0. I subtract, I still get 1. Bring the next number down. 16 divided by 4 is... I'm not too sure if 16 can be divided by 4. So let's list out my multiplication tables of 4. Oh look! 16 is here, which means 16 can be divided by 4. So 16 divided by 4 is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. If I subtract, I'll get 0. Do I stop here? No, because I still have a digit in my ones column. So I still have a 2, I need to bring it down. If I do it again, I'll go back to divide. Can 2 divide by 4? No, because 2 is smaller than 4, which means I should put a 0. 4 times 0 is 0. And when I subtract it, I have 2 left. So 162 divided by 4 is 40, remainder 2. And last but not least, 153 divided by 7. Similar to the previous question, 1 is smaller than 7. So there's no number smaller than 1 that can divide by 7. So I'll put a 0. 7 times 0 is 0. I subtract to get 1. Bring down the next number. Can 15 divide by 7? I'm not so sure. So let's list the multiplication tables of 7. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. Which number is smaller than 15 but the closest to 15 that can divide by 7? 14. 14 divided by 7 is 2. 2. 7 times 2 is 14. 15 minus 14 is 1. I still have the digit in my ones column. 13. 13 is not in my multiplication tables of 7. So I need to find a number that is smaller than 13 and the closest to 13 that can divide by 7. So in this case, I have to choose 7 because 14 is larger than 13. 7 divided by 7 is 1. So I put 1 here. 7 times 1 is 7. Subtract, I get 6. Which means that 153 divided by 7 is 21, remainder 6.